Motion Golf, the future of golf instruction.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Spearman. I've been a member of the British PGA for almost 30 years, and my business is golf instruction. Today I'm going to share with you a great technology called Motion Golf, and we're going to look in detail at Sergio Garcia's swing and see it like you've never seen it before. So let's take a look at Sergio Garcia's swing here. As we get to the top of the backswing, Sergio's trademark move is what we're now going to see. As he starts the downswing, we really see how he drops and lags that club way from the inside. It's a fantastic view to be able to see how he releases through the ball, stays behind it, and goes all the way through. So here we see Sergio from face on. He goes away from the ball in a wide position there as he takes his backswing. And as he starts down, he really narrows his arc. The club drops down. He gets an amazing amount of wrist hinge as his arms accelerate and swing through the ball. So now let's have a look at Sergio's swing in much greater detail than even this. Let's pay close attention to the blue line here at address. The blue line represents the spine. We can see that the number on the top left of the screen says 90.7. That means that his spine is slightly tilted to the right. The red line represents the angle of the shoulders, 7.7. That means his shoulders are slightly tilted. This is the correct setup position that you want with the driver. It's powerful, the ball position is forward, and now we're going to see how he makes that powerful swing. So as Sergio starts the club away from the ball here, we see a wide arc as he takes the club back. And when he gets to the top of the backswing, we have an extended left arm, which is correct. And from this view, we see an enormous shoulder turn. We can see that the machine shows us that he's turned his shoulders in excess of 140 degrees. That's a large amount of shoulder turn. His hips have turned 52 degrees. There's almost 100 degree separation between his upper body and his lower body. This is a wonderful view to see his swing. The shoulders have turned, the hips have rotated, there's stability in his lower body. His spine is now actually tilted back a little bit towards himself. We see 85.3. That's quite unusual. That's because he's turned his shoulders so much, he's almost leaning back a little bit to the left. From this view, we see a wonderful extended left arm where the club face and the left hand match each other. You will tend to see this in all great ball strikers. His right elbow is pointing down. He's got good angles here throughout his swing. A beautiful position at the top. So Sergio's trademark move is now to come into effect. He starts down, maintains a tremendous wrist cock, and we see how the club is now approaching the ball nicely from the inside. From this view, we see a massive increase in his wrist hinge as he started down. He gets to the top of the swing, and there is increase in his wrist hinge. There is no rush to the start of his downswing. His upper body is staying very quiet, his shoulders are staying back, and he's getting that lag, what one would call very Hogan-esque. So let's take a look at impact in a way that you've probably never seen before. Here's a view from above the golfer. We see that as Sergio is contacting the ball, his hands are slightly ahead, his hips are opening at impact. They're actually, whoosh, look at that, 55, 60 degrees open as he's hitting the ball. His shoulders are pretty square, so you can see there's a lot of separation between the upper and the lower body. What we notice when he's hitting the ball is how his hands are staying ahead of the shot. That's the strong position that he gets into. We use the term negative loft. He's actually hitting the ball with less loft on the club than there was at address. That's why he hits it so far, especially with his irons. If we take a closer view of his impact and launch conditions, we will be able to see this. What does that tell us? It's showing us the club head speed, almost 120 miles an hour. It's showing us the loft, going off at 12 degrees. It's a little more positive with the driver. It will be more negative with the irons. We're seeing all this data and information in a zoomed up position to see exactly what he's doing as the club head strikes the ball. So let's take a look at Sergio's swing one more time with the driver. From the behind view here, we're going to be able to see the width of his arc as he goes back and down. We can see that because we're painting the green line in the backswing. As he starts down, it transfers to red, and that demonstrates a narrower arc. That's very much Sergio's trademark move. The wide backswing, the narrow downswing, and a beautiful extension through the ball. So here I am in a Motion Golf studio. I have on me over 30 reflectors. What I'm going to do now is make a swing, and I'm going to try and replicate Sergio's trademark move. As we know, he takes the club back in a very wide position, and he comes down in a very narrow position. So what I'm going to do here is try to really replicate that same feeling. Go back, stretch my arms nice and wide as I get to the top of the swing, big shoulder turn, start down, get my wrists very narrow, swing through, and go to the through swing. Once I get the feeling, I can start to speed my swing up. So let's try and do that again. I'm going to take the club back, nice and wide, big shoulder turn, narrow it as I come down. So it goes wide and narrow. That's the way he creates all of that lag in his swing. The arms are extended, and then they're very dramatically pulled into the side of his body like so. Wide, big shoulder turn, get that left shoulder across, stretch those arms out, pull it in close. So let's try and speed one up a little bit here and create that feeling. Wide, narrow, out and into my body. Stretch it away, pull it in. If you do that, I think you're going to find a few more yards coming onto your shots.
Check out Motion Golf at motiongolf.com. Motion Golf, the future of golf instruction.